host of the Realm segment. We'll see you then. Until then, take care.
See you next week.
Say bye.
All right. How do I?
Okay.
How do I prepare
right,
for
let
this?
us have it.
Okay.
That's
So,
don't put that. Don't say that. Slide. Don't put it like that.
Yeah. We have
Bend
kind
over,
of
guys.
to.
Prepare your anuses. So this is, of course, from fanficmaker.com. It's amazing. Like, it's absolutely
Website.
amazing. It's got all,
What
like,
a
these
what a
sliders
website.
and stuff. It's got all these, you like insert names and like themes and stuff like that. It's got sliders for like how sexy it is, how violent it is, how cliche it is. You just crank them all the way up. You press generate and it generates you your own fanfic, and it is amazing. And this one is called The Return of Ethos. All right. I'm just gonna go straight into it. Let me take a sip of water first. I'm gonna go straight into it. Okay. Mr. Happy and his friends were Yub-Tubs. They always enjoyed Yub-Tubs to relax when things were getting stressful. Things were a bit stressed at the moment due to an unhappy love affair between Ethos and Mary. They thought nothing Yub-Tubs all the time. It was just a way of life. Things were different today. Someone was watching them enjoy Yub-Tubs, and it was starting to get creepy. The creepy guy's creeping me out, said Mr. Happy. Yes, me too, especially how he keeps licking his lips and stroking himself as he watches us. Then the man walked over to us. I am a talent scout. Oh, that explains it. Mr. Happy, I have been watching you while you did some Yub-Tubs. You're skilled. Very skilled. Oh yes, Mr. Happy is great at it, said Sly. Indeed, maybe the greatest. Look at Mr. Happy's body, his ankle, torso, his foot. It's like he's built for Yub-Tubs. Every aspect of his perfect physique built for that one divine purpose. I thought he was built for loving, said Sly. I am thus going to officially invite Mr. Happy to the Yub-Tubs Championship, continued the talent scout. He handed them a golden ticket. We're going to the championship, said Mr. Happy. Yes, the ticket has a +1, and you both go straight to the final. Awesome. But you will be fighting against someone else that's made it to the final. Someone you know well. Ethos.
God damn it.
Then it's settled, said Mr. Happy. We go. We can't let Ethos win at anything, even Yub-Tubs. So they left for the stadium. When they were out of sight, the talent scout ripped off their mask. It was Ethos! Ha! He fell for my plan! Hang on, I need to... Okay, the next day, Mr. Happy was nervous. He was good at Yub-Tubs. Some would say the best. But was he really the best? The best at Yub-Tubs on Eorzea? Mr. Happy was about to find out as the contest started soon. Mr. Happy thought back to a few years ago. Happy times before all the troubles with Ethos really got bad. Breaking out of his deep thoughts, Mr. Happy decided to go to the arena early, perhaps to do a few laps as a warm-up. Mr. Happy casually strolled to the arena while practicing Yub-Tubs. As Mr. Happy walked out, he was surprised to see Ethos already there. Ethos was clearly up to something. Mr. Happy had to find out what it was. What are you up to, Ethos? Yelled Mr. Happy. You will never find out, yelled back Ethos, who wanted to keep his plan a secret. Frustrated, Mr. Happy started practicing Yub-Tubs, never taking his eye off Ethos as he did so. Sly joined them a few minutes later. Hi, Mr. Happy, he said with a sexy wink. And hello, Ethos, with an even more sexy wink. Yes, hello, Sly. Good to see you in the contest too, for now. But before Sly could hear what Villain had said, it was time to start. They walked to the start line and bent down ready. The crowd was getting big. Many fans had banners saying stuff like, go Mr. Happy, go Mr. Happy, go Mr. Happy, or go, 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 Ethos, you're the best. The starter pulled their slingshot out and got ready to fire. Sly, Ethos, and Mr. Happy all waited with anticipation. 3. Sly started breathing heavily. 2. Ethos tensed, ready to go. 1. Mr. Happy's skin glowed sexily with excitement. 0. Bang! The starter fired the slingshot at Sly. Sly collapsed instantly. Ethers started yub-tubsing, laughing maniacally as he did so. Mr. Happy was in shock and raced over to Sly. He shot you, but why? Ow, I am shot bad. The starter aired their weapon. I didn't mean to. My slingshot acted weird. Mr. Happy looked at the slingshot. He then licked it. Using his famous forensic skills, Mr. Happy made a deduction. Yes, the slingshot clearly has been sabotaged to shot at Sly. Typical, said Sly. What now, said Mr. Happy. You have to go on, said Sly, still bleeding. But just then, the klaxon went off. It was half-time. The next time they saw each other, Sly winked at Mr. Happy, remembering what happened at the party. Mr. Happy blushed. Some of the others giggled. Did they know Mr. Happy didn't care? Back at the locker room, and Mr. Happy were talking. Sly had been taken to the hospital. How are you ever going to catch up? Said Mary, I guess. Ethers was leading when halftime went. Mr. Happy's time spent seeing to Sly had cost him the lead. It's not important, said Mr. Happy. What's important is I know why Ethers wants to win the World Championship yub-tubbing contest. It's the prize. Who? Said. I did some research, and it's really the Dick Chariot. If he wins the contest, they will give it him, and there will be nothing we can do to stop him. OMG. Also, he was the one that sabotaged the poor Sly. Poor Sly, yes, poor Sly. The contest doesn't matter anymore. We must get that Dick Chariot by winning the contest. But how? How are we going to win? I have a plan, said Mr. Happy. And then the horn sounded. Halftime was over and the final part of the yub-tubbing contest had begun. Mr. Happy had some time before he had to do anything, so he decided to have another flashback.
Wait. I didn't have a flashback the first time.
Why is it another? It was just after the karaoke. What? All right. And stepped off the stage to loud applause, and we're now looking at each other. Hi, Mr. Happy said meekly. Hi, Sly said also meekly. Their confidence from moments ago had evaporated like alcohol. Do you want to maybe? Okay, then. So they walked to the cloakroom. It wasn't long before their lips were together. Mr. Happy.
What happened to the story?
He did remember the taste, though. The taste of Sly. Sly tasted like pineapple on a summer noon. Refreshing and salty, but also
it took the first half of one of the fanfics it generates, and it just stuck the half of the second one, because this is the same one that you
What have they been eating? Mr. Happy tried to work it out. It took much tongue work. After a few minutes, mouth-to-mouth potholing, Sly guessed what Mr. Happy was doing. I had golden delicious apple for lunch. Oh, you don't have to stop, though. Oh, good, Mr. Happy said with great relief. They finally drew away after what seemed like a whole Friday, but was only mere minutes. The taste of Sly's lips and other things still lingered in Mr. Happy's mouth as they finally looked upon each other with new eyes. Relieved sighs came from both of them as both embraced, Sly snuggling against Mr. Happy's neck as he snuggled up to Sly's torso. Sly went further by clutching Mr. Happy with his fingers, pulling at the fabric of his slacks to feel what was underneath. A telltale shape in his leggings stood out between them, especially with the weight it had against Mr. Happy's thigh. Sly moved over Mr. Happy's body like a serpent and lovingly nuzzled at the peaked abs. Mr. Happy liked this a lot and started making a lot of noise. Sly joined in. Ow. Ah. He got pretty noisy from that point on. Both of them had a lot of fun and made a lot of noise. Mr. Happy sounded like dragon. Sly sounded like a herd of wolves on drugs. They had a lot of fun. My groinal area is hurting. Can we stop? 12 times is enough, surely, Sly said, pleading. No, more, said Mr. Happy with apparently an insatiable appetite. Sly finally slapped Mr. Happy to get him to stop. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away, said Mr. Happy. That's okay. I enjoyed it, said Sly, blushing in the way he always did. Tomorrow? Yes, said Sly. I'll bring some of my toys next time for us to play with, said Mr. Happy. And with that, they left the cloakroom and returned to the party. The months that followed were fun, but eventually they broke up and became enemies. Sly was well in, Ethers rather, was well in the lead by the time they got out.
What happened? What?
You guys obviously just took a little,
He was bleeding on the ground!
Mary had taken Sly's place in the contest, as is traditional.
Okay.
Started yub-tubsing harder than anyone had ever yub-tubsed before. But it wasn't enough. Ethis was in the lead now, showing off by doing it one-handed. How are we ever going to catch up? Said Mary. We only have one choice. We have to team up and do the yub tubs together. Mr. Happy went right next to Mary and they started yub tubsing together. What are you doing? Screamed Ethis. That can't be in the rules. Actually, there's nothing in the rules that says it can't be done, said Mary while flicking over the official yub tubs rulebook. Yes, go, Mr. Happy, go, said Mary, who was also in the crowd with a banner that said they were the best. Oh, okay. Inspired by this, Mr. Happy and Mary went even faster and faster. Many people in the crowd fainted because they yub-tubbed so hard. No, I can't lose, screamed Ethis as he lost. Mr. Happy and Mary finished yub-tubbing together using teamwork and the power of love. We won! Exclaimed Mary as they went through the tape. The crowd went wild. Lots of corsets were chucked at Mr. Happy, and lots of boobs were released from their prisons. You have won, said Mary. He then carefully handed them the prize. No, it was supposed to be for me, said Ethis, stamping his foot. The dick chariot is safe now, said Mr. Happy, as he puts on the gold prize. With that, they collected the prize money and went home. Ethis sulked off. Sly got better, but never competed in professional yub-tubsing ever again. The end.
So,
Well, fuck me.
I want first of all, I want to talk about the fact that two completely different fanfics happened at once here. So the way the generator works is there's certain scenarios that always play out depending on what you set like the cliche meter to and everything.
Yeah.
And what happened was I've heard that closet one in another ones, and
it was in the first one.
It was in the first one.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with this.
So from what I understand, what actually happened is after Sly was shot while he was competing, I decided to have a flashback, and I flashbacked to this scene. And by the time I got out of the flashback, you were well in the lead. Yeah,
I was winning because you'd been too busy having a flashback.
And Mary somehow began to assist me because Sly was too busy bleeding on the ground.
Yeah. And Mary was assisting you, but he was also in the crowd and was also the judge.
What just happened? What just happened right there? The closet instance is an echo flashback.
Yeah, it was an echo flashback, yeah. When you saw him bleeding on the ground, you were like, oh no!
And then I had an echo.
Yeah, an echo flashback, yeah.
Oh, at least I know now that I sound like Dragon.
Hey, look, at least you guys won the dick chariot.
That explains why you're a Dragoon. Now it actually all makes sense. If I'm a dragon, you're a Dragoon. Yeah, okay.
Right, yeah. Because you're a nemesis, yeah. That makes sense.
No, well, we were lovers in this case.
Yeah, wait, no, you and Sly were lovers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was Dragon, and he...
Yeah. Oh, and Sly was Dragoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he was meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But eventually they broke up and became enemies.
He never yub-tubs again. How did you land on adding yub-tubs as...
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
It asked for your hobby. So I just wrote yub-tub.
Yub-tubs.
Yeah.
The yub-tubs championship.
Yeah. It's a real thing, guys.
I mean, they do the fucking YouTube video every year. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, that was beautiful.
That website.
Yeah, guys, that's just a little inside window into how like being a YouTube content creator actually works.
And that's how State of the Realm was made.
Yeah, that's how the first episode of State of the Realm was produced.
It's basically the equivalent of fanfic Mad Libs.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Makes me want to do like actual Mad Libs, but I'd rather just go back to the fanfic website. So, out of curiosity, do you remember the settings that you had to get that result, like the cliche meter? And everything?
I pretty much bumped everything up to max, I think. Also,
I just noticed that my patron thing was wrong. I copy and pasted a name twice. I have TinColossus and TinColossus, and TinColossus is spelled completely wrong. It's like I don't know. I have to fix it. I don't know what. Oh, you know what that is? I need to replace my keyboard for my other computer. I don't know why I did that, but it's been randomly like copy pasting shit. So I wasn't supposed to do that. I've had a ton of technical issues today between the microphone being taken over by Zoom, even though I have it set to specifically not let that happen.
Fucking Zoom does some really weird audio stuff sometimes.
Yeah, I gotta go into the settings and see what is called, because like for the last couple of weeks it's been not as bad, but it was like really bad, and I don't know what is. There's no setting anywhere to like adjust that either. There's no like thing that is here. General application when closed minimize window. Content sharing, instant messaging, enable advanced features. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta figure something out though. It just started happening like a month ago.
Yeah, because like all those auto adjust options and stuff, if you've got that sorted out, like it shouldn't still be fucking you. But
I'm wondering if it's enabled for another audio device that I'm not using, and it's causing it to get fucked over. No, I can't even turn it off on other things.
Nice.
Yeah, like that one doesn't have it. This one has it, but this one I also don't use at all. No, this one actually doesn't have it. My Realtek high definition audio microphone that I don't use, so I actually don't know what the fuck it's talking about. Yeah, no, none of them. Only one of them has the VGC as an option, or the AGC as an option, and I don't know. It just does whatever it wants to do, and I can't for the life of me figure it out. I can try setting it to CD quality and see if it stops doing that. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't do that while it's in use. That might be the only other thing that's changing it to CD quality. I don't know about TGC. I never really have reactions to TGC or TGS. My bad. Sorry. I never really have reactions to TGS. I just kind of find out about stuff as it happens, and then it's like.
Is there anything you are interested in from TGS?
Actually don't know what's happening there this year.
Really?
I have no idea.
Ethos?
There's a Final Fantasy 15 report ATR. That's all I know.
Oh. It's just gonna be the fishing. I can't believe.
Yeah, you got anything you're looking forward to from TGS?
Nah, not really, dude. I've got PAX Melbourne at the end of October. I'm going down to there for something that I'm not allowed to talk about yet, but it's very exciting, and it's going to be fun. That's actually why I'm not going to be at OniCon. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I really wanted to go.
I know.
But this is going to be
it's going to be big.
It's going to be more important. How do I say that without sounding shitty?
So Wolf brought something to my attention over on Twitter. John Cena tweeted, "So iPhone X about Face ID. What do I do?"
Wow. And his name is John Cena.
Do you still have my Christmas card, Sly?
Yes, I do.
Good. For anyone who wasn't around for it, I got Sly a Christmas card that it basically starts with like he knows when like the whole he knows when you're awake, he knows when you've been bad or good. And then when it ends on bad or good, and you open it, it said, "And his name is John Cena." I don't really care for Christmas, but that I had to do. That was an opportunity I couldn't miss. I gotta figure out why the fuck this thing keeps auto-adjusting. Ah! I would say, yeah, it auto-adjusted again. There it goes. I yelled at it to see if it would do it again. I'm gonna check it out when I leave Zoom, because I think after that fanfic I need to go take a cold shower. So I think I gotta take that cold shower.
I think we all do.
Oh man,
I'm gonna need a lot of cold showers.
Eric goes, nah, not Dancing Moon or Dancing Star. Probably more along the lines of Deep Strength Journey, which I am looking forward to.
Well, a lot of people are anticipating a P3 remake in the P5 engine because of that in particular.
Yeah.
Well, P3 tends to be like the most popular one, right?
It depends. P4 and P5
Depends.
are immensely popular, but some people prefer P3's darker edge and it's more nostalgic.
Some people say P2 is their favorite, which had a really good story.
Just wrong. somebody asked me today, hey, you gonna play P1 or P2 ever? And I just said no.
Nah.
I'm gonna pass. I didn't even watch Sly stream them.
Oh my god. Terrible.
I was like, I have such a low interest in P1 and P2. I've seen enough of P2 overall to know I want nothing to do with playing it. I could watch cutscenes, but playing it, no. Nope. It's more Pokemon than any of the other ones, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
Dude, Pokemon's great.
Yeah, it's not
Pokemon with a Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what more could you want?
Yeah, I would just rather play Pokemon. Like normal Pokemon.
What, you don't want Cthulhu in your Pokemon?
I'm good. I'm good on that front.
Haster?
Yeah, that's the problem with P3. All of its game mechanics are literally different in every different version of the fucking game, and it's like so inconsistent. Yeah. Hey, you want the most bare bones version of it, but get to control your party members? Here's P3 Portable. Hey, you want some extra backstory? That's great, but you're gonna have to grind your fucking ass off to even remotely consider beating it. Here's Fez. You want the original with none of that shit? There you go.
Yeah, you don't want a dick chariot in Pokemon? What the fuck?
I mean, I'm sure if I look through if I look through all the existing Pokemon, I probably there's got to be one dick chariot. There's fucking ice cream.
There's got to be at least one.
If they can make a Pokemon on ice cream, like the next logical, there's car keys. Like the next logical end place has got to be a dick chariot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what the protagonist rides when you unlock it in like the second town. He's not a bike.
Yeah.
It's a dick chariot.
Yeah. That's amazing. Can someone mod that, please? Please, thank you.
So that, yeah, I mean, it is, you know, Pokemon's kind of old. You can make it happen. That's it. I think that's all we need. Let's see. Is there anything else that I want to hit on before we get going? No, I don't. Twitter asked who they should follow. That's the leadest person that they should follow because they were following 1,336 people. Like,
oh shit!
I mean, this was 2 hours ago. You're probably too late to be that one.
Dang.
Oh, they followed Immortal. Oh no, never mind. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. So Immortals, the esports team, said, you know you want it to be us. So you know how Twitch replied? They replied with an article about Immortals players to expand to live streaming on Facebook, and said they had a broken heart symbol next to it.
Oh no, that's
wow.
Oh my god.
That's fucking awful.
That is the greatest thing I've...
That is like one of the greatest clapbacks ever.
Whoever does social media on Twitch, like, I love you. You make me smile.
Yeah, they're on top of it.
You are on top of your memes. And I have an immense... It's not even a meme. It's literally the sickest burn that you could find. Hey, we're bros, right, Twitch? Hey, you know how you guys are streaming on Facebook?
What the fuck?
You guess who's not going to be our lead? I wonder who it ended up being, because they did follow somebody. I don't know who it is, though.
That's too good. Too good.
That's beautiful. I'm very happy now. I'd said I've lived my life. That's all you need to know. Oh no, Arby's is the best. Arby's wins everything.
Arby's PR is their social is really on point.
Wendy's
was too. Wendy's was as well.
Wendy's as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm always gonna take Arby's though. Arby's is just the winner of the internet for the most part, and they have someone who is great with art, and I'll never understand how they're so good. Like, they're so good at it. The Samurai Jack one was easily one of my favorites. The Red Mage one was cool, but I was a big fan of the Samurai Jack one with Aku.
The Sonic one was great.
Sonic's lost his touch in recent times, though. The social media.
Mania.
I don't know
Mania
about
was
that,
good.
dude.
Mania was good.
It's don't get me wrong, it's better than most. But I don't know. I don't feel like it struck gold recently.
Well, fair enough.
That's about all. I'm just saying. I just that's about everything.
Anyway, I gotta make some phone calls before I do a stream.
All right, sounds good. We'll wrap up here.
I'll be playing XCOM in just under 3 hours. If anyone's into that.
And I will be doing raid night
Hell yeah,
in
dude.
a couple of minutes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shout out real quick to Argati and NadienKirisame, who both messaged me and said, "Hey, I want to be on that sponsor list because I'm a sponsor." So shout out at the end. I'll add you guys and I'll fix the list that's fucked up on the screen. Thank you for joining us this week. At this, I'll be in touch with you about Host of the Realm.
Awesome, dude. Sweet. I'll see you guys later.
Take care, gentlemen, and enjoy your evenings.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Okay. All right. Take care. Bye. 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 Bye.
See you in a few minutes.
Bye. 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 Bye.
See you in a few minutes.
See you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, no, we're actually gone now. Bye.